Hello everyone. So through this video, we are going to discuss about the domain and the range wale question on the function based. Okay, so read this question now. Find a domain and range of the real function f defined by a function is equal to x minus k1. So basically, I want to ask from you what is the function. So function is basically a machine which has input and output. So what are the inputs and what are the domains? Domains are basically those value for which the function exists. The value of the function is definable. And what are the range? Basically the range is the output of the function. Is every value gives output means is every value gives range? No. Only the domains values are considered to be the range. Okay. So here in this question they are asking about what is the domain. So the function is fx is equal to x minus k1. So we have to check what the value function can take and what are the values which a function cannot take. So here I am seeing there is no difficulty and there is no problem in defining the value of the function, because for every value of the function, for each value of the real number, the function is definable. Okay. So I can say here that domain is all real number, all positive, negative, everything. Okay, done, all real number. And if I talk about the range, then range will also be all real number, because if you will put any value minus k 77 minus k 99, it will again give you a value. Understood now? So I think there is no difficulty in this. The problem will arise when you will give it a function like this fx equal to 1 upon x. And if I ask you what is the domain here, then you have to tell that function is definable at every point except x is not equal to 0. Okay. It means that when you pass x equal to 0, then the function will be infinity. That doesn't exist. Okay. Infinity means not definable. Function is not definable. So you have to remember that you have to pass only those value for which the value of the function exists. It should be definable. It should not be infinity. So here if I will tell you about the domain of this function, then all real number minus k 0. Understood na? Okay, next come to the next point. Find a domain and range of the real function f defined by under root of x minus k1. So what are the value x can take here for which the function is definable? So function is basically a root of x minus k1. For the function to be definable, root should contain only the positive wala part. So can I say that x minus k1 should be greater than equal to 0? Yeah, it can take 0. Function can be 0. But function cannot include those terms which have root but also negative here. No, this can you cannot take. You can take 0 as a value of the function, but it is not definable. It will become complex. So what you have to do, you have to tell that x minus k1 should be greater than equal to 0. It means, can I say that x should be greater than equal to 1? It means domain will be all the value is greater than 1 up to infinity. So I am using the square bracket. Remember in set wala part I have told you about the square bracket and the small bracket. Infinity you can never take, so you will put the small bracket here. And if I tell about the range, so basically the range are the output of the function, so definitely they will give you the all the positive value. Function cannot, root cannot give you any negative value here, so you will consider all the positive value. Can it be 0? Yeah, all the positive real number includes 0 by themselves, so no need to worry. Have you note down this? If I am moving forward too fast, then you can slow down my speed, reverse back and pause the screen so as to note down, understand, take time. Okay, don't rut, means don't memorize in memory, just you have to note it down every question. You don't know but you are learning. Your brain is memorizing the syntax, it is opening slowly. Okay, so be remember that you have to sit with copy and pen. Okay, then you will be able to perform in exam good. Okay, otherwise you thinking that you are seeing only the video, then there will be no result. Find a domain and range of the real function I have defined by a mod of x minus k1. So function here is given you dot mod of x minus k1. So first of all, I am just want to ask you that what is a mod function? What is the mod function? So basically a mod function gives you two value, positive x when x is greater than 0, negative x when x is less than 0. So we have positive x here. So can I use this for defining the definition of this? So can I say that it will be positive of x minus k1 when x minus k1 should be greater than 0 when x is greater than 1, है ना? And minus k of x minus k1 when x is less than 1. So fx is equal to mod of x minus k1. So how to define its domain? Domain are basically those value for which the value of the function exists. So I am saying here that whatever the value you will take, whether you take negative of x, negative of y, function is definable at every point. So domain is basically all values, set of real number. But if I take you about the range, so basically function will give you always a positive value, है ना? For example, minus k 2 if I am passing, it will give you it positive 2. I am passing 17 positive, positive. Negative of 17, positive of 17. Never be negative. So range will be always be positive real number. Understood na? Pause the screen, note down this question. Okay, so let us come to some difficult questions where function including numerator and denominator wala part. So what you have to do, first of all, see the function very carefully. What type of function is this? Is this a polynomial function? Is this a trigonometric function, algebraic function, numerator, denominator, fraction wala part? What type of function is this? So here I can see that in the upper wala part there is a polynomial and below wala part there is a polynomial. So for a function to be definable, if it has numerator wala part and it has denominator wala part, then if numerator wala part contains 0, then there is no problem. Okay, for example, if it is coming like this, if function is looking like this, 0 upon 1 something, no problem, function can be 0, no problem. But if function is looking like this, 2 upon 0, then it should not be. So here when you are seeing that there are polynomial, then you need to factorize them. If I factorize numerator wala part, then I will get x plus 1 whole square. And if I will factorize this wala part, then I think so that it will be 4, 6 or 2. X minus k2 or x minus k6. I'm not going to explain how I have done the middle term explaining of factorization. I think then and hope that you will be able to do this by yourself. So here you can see that in the denominator wala part we are getting two factorization, x minus k2 and x minus k6. So function, for a function to be definable, these two terms should not be equal to 0. It means that can I say that domain will be all real numbers minus k 2 comma 6. You can take every value, but you cannot take 2 comma 6. Understood na? What will be the range? Range will be the, oh sorry, not a positive number. What happened? Oh, everything gone. Sorry. How to bring everything? Yeah, okay. Okay. So range is basically the, wait. Something have been, okay, my mistake. I think some content has been removed. Do one thing, you can just skip 5 seconds before. There you can see all the content. I'm not going to write, otherwise video will be too long. So you just 5 seconds back or 10 seconds back. I think range will be all real number. Understood? Let us move to the next question. Yeah, domain of the function is set of real number except 6 and 2. Okay, this one. Find a domain of each of the following. Now I am giving you this task so as to perform from your side. Pause the screen, pause the video and do this. Have you done? So there is no problem in the numerator wala part. Problem will be occur in denominator wala part. So what you have to do, you have to factorize them. X upon, I think the factorization will give you x plus k1 and x plus k2. So can I say that function will not be exist when you will take x equal to minus k1 and minus k2. So domain will be all real number minus k1 and minus k2. We cannot take, because if we take minus k1, then minus 1 plus 1 will be 0 now, and when you will put it will 0, it will give infinity. Okay, so here you can see the answer is exact correct. All real number minus k 1 comma 2. Now next one, let me see. Yeah, this question. Find the range of the following function given by this. Okay, so here function is basically the mod of x minus k4. Okay. Let me do one thing. I think some problem is there, because when I am using the eraser, then it is erasing everything else. Okay. So fx is equal to mod of x minus k4 upon x minus k4. So can I say that it will give me positive of x minus k4 upon x minus k4 when x minus k4 is greater than 0, that is x is greater than 4. Understood? So when I cut this, I will get 1 as the answer here, and it will give me minus k x minus k4 upon x minus k4 when x minus k4 is less than 0, that is x is less than 4. So if I will cut the minus k1, so in both the output, we are seeing that function is independent of x. Here you can say you will pass 17 minus 919 and anything else. No, function is not dependent upon the value of the x. So what can be the domain? Domain can be anything. Domain can be anything, all real numbers. And what are the range? The range are basically 1 and minus k1, because you are not getting any value which is different from 1 and minus k1. Output are 1 and minus k1, minus k or positive 1. Understood? So note down up to this question, because from this question onward we are going to discuss these type of question: under root of 16 minus x square, under root of 25 minus x square. Basically these questions are very important for exam point of view. So I will discuss these type of question in just one video. All question will be similar to this. Okay, so I'm closing this video here, and we will meet you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.